Abraham Owoseni. Abraham Owoseni is an educator, life skills expert, and youth development coach. For close to a decade, Abraham has been on a life mission of molding minds and raising young people. He expresses this mission as the founder of Young Breeds and principal consultant Mind Mold. Abraham helps young professionals to figure out what they really want out of life so they can do more, be more, and earn more. He has trained over 10,000 teenagers and young adults with the life skills required to lead and live productively whilst building capacity holistically. Over 751 young people have been coached for career clarity and progression. Abraham is the author of the book, The Career Leader, and 4 other life-transforming titles. You can listen to his podcast with other rich resources on www.abrahamowoseni.com. Abraham is a life partner to Sarah and a father to Isaac. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome Abraham Owoseni to YDC 2019 as he takes on the plenary session on evolving in career from a striving career to a thriving career.
What the kind of career God has created for us is not a striving career. You are meant to thrive. That's what this session is about. So some people are this cadre of work, menial work. And you see, I've always been asking myself, thinking about it, like, God, did you create some people to do menial work? And he's always been telling me, no. You can start from a menial work, but that's not where God wants you to be. I know, what an inspiring story of Mr. Sheyi we've had. He started from this kid, but he's no longer there. When you remain there, then that is when it's not it's your fault. Some people are not in menial job. They've moved to mechanical work. Yes, they work with gadgets, machineries, and it's still some form of work. But is that the best? They sweat a lot to do what they have to do. But you need to get to a point where you are thriving. And most times the work is even mental work. Mental work. And so, how do you identify a thriving career? A striving career. A striving career is not a career that because you came in, you spent 3 hours in traffic, then is a striving career. No, that's not the indicator. How do you know? So I used to tell people that you don't need to have a job to have a career. Most times, there's a misconstruction in both times. You don't need to have a job to have a career. It's not the job that starts the career starts the job. I'll explain more as I go on. So basically, a striving career is a career that does not have a destination. I know this because that's one of the best benefits I would say I got as a young person quite early in life, because I started my career with a destination in view. I'm so much grateful to God for that. And so the things I do, because your career does not just talk about a job you're doing, the activities you do, what you engage in, what you employ your time with, the things I do are gauged because of the destination I'm going to. If you're driving a typical car, you look at the dashboard, that's the number one indicator to know whether your car is still very good or not. The other day, my handbrake was up. I was telling myself, Abraham, I will remember when I'm going. I will remember, But I started, reversing. I forgot my handbrake to pull it down. I had already traveled to a few kilometers, but I was sensing some things went wrong. Was showing me in the indicator, but I didn't even know it was the indicator is showing that the fuel is low. There is no inspiration from what you are doing. There's no enthusiasm. There's no passion. Even when the income is not high enough, even when the income is not high enough, passion should be high. So when passion is low, then it's a striving career. It's a striving career. And many indicators, in your career, there's what I call career mileage. You are meant to have covered a number of distance, but you have not, because it's a striving career. You move faster in a thriving career. So look at this. I have 2 images there, A and B. What do you think is happening here? Is it a striving career or a thriving career? A is what? B is what? Are you sure? Well, I think both of them are striving. Look at it. B looks like it's in motion, but it's just oscillating around the same point. It's not going anywhere. Sometimes you are doing some things, it's suiting. You kind of like enjoying what you are doing. It's just a swing, but you're not moving. In my book, The Career, I said a career is a vehicle leading to your destination. A career should be moving. Your career is moving you. If you have not moved from where you are today, from where you were yesterday, through your career, then you are not on the right career. Your career should move you. Path. I'm saying this so as to help you to get the same foundation that helped me. And that foundation has helped me to gain lots of mileage in my career. It's not about 10 years of experience or 30 years of experience. It's about how much mileage you have gained in your career. So it's not about all of those things, how much years of experience. That's for job. For career, it's not about the years of experience. It's about, is your career tied to a destination? Both of them are just oscillating. They have good pace. I used to tell people, if you don't be on this part of a thriving career, you will still make money, no doubt. But you won't get to a destination. You will just be about the same point. And guess what? 50 years down the line, 30 years down the line, such persons get to retire, and afterwards there's still a large void, a big lacuna that they just feel, it's like they see something about my life I should have done. Don't wait till that time when you are 50. Start on a thriving career now. Start on a thriving career. The root for career comes from this word, karos. It's simple. Karos talks about a track. In those days, the mode of transportation we have is that, a horse would be in the front and then a cart behind, and as the horse moves, the cart also moves. That was where they got the root meaning of career from. That's why I found my definition of career, that my career should be a vehicle. Because that's what the root meaning means. Not what they are telling us in town today. That's the root meaning of career. It's a vehicle. It's a vehicle. So it's a vehicle leading way to a destination. So if you must say that your career is a thriving career, then you should also have an idea of the destination in view. That's what we're talking about. So it's not about what is trending. It's not about what is happening in 2019. It's about where it is ending. Not just about what is trending. It's not about, it has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. It's about where it's ending. So how do you find and swim in a thriving career? How do you find and swim in a thriving career? It's said that it is the gift. God has given you a gift. He has given you gifts, and it's your own gift back to humanity is to find it. How do you find and swim, in that thriving career? Look at this. If you can see, let's read it together. 1, 2, go. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. But God said, I didn't create a stupid fish. But guess what? The fish decided to be stupid because the fish was not in the right place, was not in the right career. So you find a number of persons dejected, depressed and unfulfilled every Friday. They're thanking God when they should thank God every day. I don't understand why you should thank God only on Fridays. And someone said something recently. He said, I'm trying to remember how he said it. He said the weekend is like, I think he used maybe a food product. But what he was saying that the weekend is short. The weekend is always so short. Unlike, making the weekend so plenty. Even if we make weekend 4 days, it will still be short. But when you're in a thriving career, every day you are swimming in inspiration. You are walking. It may not be a physical exertion. I'm walking. Everybody, you are in this conference right now. You get some ideas. You note them down. That's work. Work does not have to be physical exertion. That's work. So the point is, you are created so amazingly well. There's nothing wrong with you. Only that you are not thriving yet. You are not thriving yet. And so I found that in my journey in life, these 3 questions is like a game-changing question for anybody's life. Everybody's actually asking this same question. Why, what, and why? But this is the part I want to focus on. Most times when we're asking the question of why, is the question saying, why am I on earth? That talks about your purpose. What do you need to do? You need to discover it. I'm going somewhere, follow me. What? Most times everybody wants to know what. And guess what? We live in a society that, both the first world, the third world, everything is upside down. You are meant to start from why, but guess what? We start from how. Immediately you are born. After, few months they enroll you in crèche. Oh, you are 18 months, you get to preschool. After some months, you get to nursery school, you get to primary. You are out of secondary. Now you say you should write WAEC. You are writing JAM. You are in the university. You only started from how. You never knew why you were doing what you're doing. Some people come to school and they are misbehaving and failing through. And I know the reason most times when I meet such people. I never lost the enthusiasm in school. So you know what to do with a career. But let me help you understand this, because I know that many of us, perhaps you started with how, perhaps I started with how as well. But sessions like this, opportunities like this, mentors that help me, support systems that help me to know that I was supposed to start from why. And one day I met an elderly man and said, "Oh, Abraham, you are lucky. You knew this thing early." And so we are saying we want to help other young people to also be on the right path. So how do you do this? I call it a career dream. How do you articulate a career dream? A career dream is drawn from your life purpose. Remember I said you're supposed to start from why, you go to what, and you go to how. Your career dream is, what is my career dream? Why am I doing what I'm doing? I need to know it every single day. So I'm building a dream. My career dream is to see a world where young people are holistically developed, where minds are molded, where people can make informed decisions, where young professionals can know what they want out of life, not working aimlessly. That's my dream. So it is well articulated. And guess what? Because of this dream, I'm now on a career that is maximizing all of those things God has put inside of me, such that I don't be like that stupid fish not inside water. So someone may be asking me, "Okay, Mr. Abraham, what about my gifts and potentials, talents, passion, desires, and all of that?" It's good. But I used to explain, I've explained many places to young people that your gifts are very good, but your gift is just like a battery. Okay, so I have one battery here. Physics tells us that this battery is 1.5 volts of energy. You buy this battery brand new, it is full of energy. And guess what? Everybody God made is full of such energy. You have the amazing gifts, talents, abilities inside of you. That is like this battery. But this battery will remain useless, of no purpose, of no significance. Even when I buy it from the store, I still can't do any meaningful thing out of this battery. Do you know why? The reason is because if I give my small baby this phone, this battery, he's putting it in his mouth. Doesn't know what to do with it yet. And so some people, even when they have found their gift, the gift is of no use. Or even when they are using it, they are now abusing the use. We call it abuse. Or they are now misusing the use. It's called also misuse. Because although they found the gift, but they don't know where to plug the gift. So I have a typical alarm clock here. It's a device I can plug this gift. And once I plug this battery in this gift, in this purpose, this alarm clock is the purpose. This battery is just the gift. If I know this gift, this battery alone, this gift, and I don't know where to plug it, it's still the same thing like not knowing that I have this battery. So I knew, I was good in articulation. I knew I was good in planning. I knew I was good in organization. I knew I was good in speaking. Lord, what do I plug this gift into so that I can thrive? I got 3 offers. The first one said, he reached out to me and said, you had a professional background, and can you're going to be a partner with me in my organization. He said, no, I'm not. He said he was not going to employ me. I was going to be a partner. The second one, during my NYC, I won a state award. Lagos State said, don't worry, you guys were employed in the civil service. And the third one, I also got an offer in an educational institution. So I was about to make a choice between 3 offers to engage myself so I can be in a thriving career. But guess what? Before then, I knew what to plug my battery into. What do I plug my battery into? Raise a new breed of young people who are purposeful, holistically developed. That's what to plug my battery in. I knew what to plug my battery into. Even if you have all of the technical skills and you still don't know what to plug them into, you will live 25 years after still finding a huge gap, and you will never be fulfilled. You don't want to join the bandwagon of those who are thanking God every Friday. No. What do? Your talent is the tool. Purpose is what God wants you to do with it, right? Just like I explained. And then you now need to move to this next level, which is how you now transform that into a thriving career, and then you earn more. So I'll begin to close with this. Nelson Mandela said, vision without action is just a dream. Action also without vision just passes the time. And that's what happens in today's world. Passes the time. Your employer won't tell you what is called a thriving career. He just needs your technical skill, use it, and you're out. You need to own your life. I found a verse in scripture, and that also helped my career path. The message version of Galatians 6 verse 4. It was talking about the fact that make a careful exploration of who you are and the work you have been given. Sink yourself into it. Don't compare yourself with any other person. It now ended by one powerful statement. He said each one must make a careful exploration of who you are. So it's a personal responsibility. Your parents won't tell you what you're going to plug your gifts into. Even your closest friend won't tell you. It was a personal responsibility. I went on the search. And it was just like, it was not even a formal session like this. Abel was saying some things like that if persons get opportunity like this. So one of my friends, when I remember the story, I asked him some few years ago. His name is Bodrin Okwanuga. I asked him, sir, do you remember we were walking to class one day and you told me that, oh, Abraham, is this all you want to do about your life? He said he can't remember. He asked me that question and I went back to think on that same question he asked me. Is there more to my life than this? If without this understanding, maybe I'll just also, yes, I'll have money, I'll have car, we'll have house. But is that all to life? When I went on, thinking about that question, this was what I did. Look at this. Someone said something. He said, in my experience, faith has been the wrong way in which the plane of purpose takes off. Watch this. Faith, I'm bringing this into context because, I can only share of the things I've touched and I've handled. And then the plane of your purpose takes place on faith. And, it takes off and lands. And when you are piloting a dream, it is faith that screams, land here. I've got you. Just land. Don't you think it was faith that told me, Sashay, land here. 2,000, naira. It's faith. When you start on your career dream, it won't make sense. We played a video shot earlier on about, you saw how our conference was in 2014. You don't need to say it was in 2013, so we just wanted to show you 2014 first. So, but you start on the plane of faith. I wrote my first book. I wrote it during my national youth service year. I said to myself, I was going to save all of my allowance. It was 1980, right? So I saved it. I didn't go to the Union Bank until maybe the 10th month. So I just went there one day, picked everything up. I'd been writing my book every single day of evening of the NYC. This was how the first copy looked like. It looks like blood tonic, right? No, laugh at it. It's good. That was how the first edition was, 2014, right? I think that was how the first edition was. This was just it. Let me share a quick testimony about this book. My wife read this book. She was not my wife then. She came for an event and I just presented. All I had was, I was running a project. So every facilitator that comes, we give them a copy of my book and another notepad. So I invited her. She came. So I was, of course, I wanted to know who would come along with me on my career dream. So I invited her. I was also, part of the process. Ladies, are you listening to that? When I invited her, so I didn't want to be on the front line of the person to present. So I just told one teacher, please help me present this when they are done. I did the other one. So I gave her the book. They presented the book to her, and then she took it and went on with it. Maybe few months or years after, she told me that she found her purpose reading this book. Imagine I never wrote it. As little as blood tonic it was looking like. She knew that. Yes, I want to work with children. I have some vision, but it was not articulated enough. But guess what? Look at how my second edition looks like. Revised, expanded. But if I never started on the plane of purpose, on the plane of faith, this second one won't come out. That's what we're saying. A career dream, you need faith to take off on your career dream. And faith will also tell you when to land. And he also screams and says, land here, I've got you. Look at this. It is faith that screams that your engine has been checked. You are good for takeoff. I've got you. Take off now. It is faith. Faith is everything when it comes to fulfillment of purpose. Let me begin to round up again by showing you a career dream you can use in transitioning into a thriving career. I'm aware of the fact that we're in a third world and everything is not as perfect. So, you've had such an amazing session like this and you're saying, okay, so how do I transition in my career dream? it was a simple prayer I prayed. After that, my friend interrogated me, asking me, "Is there more to my life?" And I just went to God to ask, because I always tell people that there's a difference between meeting someone and knowing someone. I can meet you today at this conference. You will meet a lot of people. That's just meeting level. You need to take it up to a level called knowing. That's the level of knowledge. You call the person afterwards. "Oh, nice meeting you today. Oh, so what do you do? Oh, what state are you from?" Gradually, you get to know the person the more. That's what we guys do when we want to, know a person. You know what I'm saying? The guy gets your number. It keeps, till it gets to a point of knowledge and he can make some informed decisions somewhat. That's the same thing with, you as a person. You didn't just appear here on the earth. I've been praying on this for, sometime this year, and I've been explaining everywhere I go. Primarily, you are a spirit being. This flesh is covering you up, but that is not you. This flesh is not you. What God was making was not your flesh. God made your spirit. That's what He made. He didn't say you be fair, white. That was the connection of your parents' gene. That has nothing to do with your spirit. So that you are tall, short, arm, without arm, that's not, the spirit does not know any hindrance to all those ones. But once you appear there on the earth, the challenge is that you have lost touch to divinity that brought you to the earth. So you can't communicate to the one who brought you to the earth, because you have lost, or you thought your friend is the closest person you can talk to. That's flesh. But primarily, the person who will, I used to say, you can't know the vision of the future if you don't know the one who holds the future. The one who holds the future is the one who brought you into this world in the first place. So I just want to pray a simple prayer. And the prayer is, why am I on earth? What would you have me do? First, before you can pray that prayer, you need to build a knowing level, a knowing relationship. You can't ask a stranger to marry you, can you? You build a knowing relationship, and you get to a point, you pop up the question, can you marry me? It's so informed. It was not in one day. So you build a knowing relationship before you get to a point where you are even asking, okay, so why am I on earth? That answer was what battered my career dream. Raise young people, mold minds. I would never have known that if I was just depending on my gift alone. I would just be using the gift for anything. But today, everything I speak about, everything I write about is about life skills, young people, youth development, human development. That's all. Because that's what I'm to plug it into. This first one is the Nigerian job, right? The Nigerian job. Get out of university or wherever you are, ND, HND, SSC. But because in this world, in this Nigerian world we're in, you still need what we call I don't want to call it subsistence living, but you need cash. Cash is blood. You came in here, you paid for transport. You didn't tell them, I'm going to YDC. It's paid for. No. They ask you, hello, pay. So you need cash. So does it mean you're going to jump to your career dream? Maybe not. Get a normal Nigerian job. It's cleaning. Oh, don't worry. It's just a manual job. But get a Nigerian job. Sort some basic necessities. Soon, you move to what I call Dream Job 2, Dream Job Level 1. As you are doing the cleaning, the typing, the secretarial work, the PA assistant work, you know the destination because you have a career dream. The challenge I have with people who are on manual works or jobs is because they don't have a career dream. It's not about whether you have money or not. It's not about whether your family is rich or not. Abel told us one time that his first engagement was 20,000. As a student, it was any more than that 20,000. But there's a dream. Get a Nigerian job. As you're moving on that mileage, Dream Job Level 1 will tell you that, oh, I want to get an engagement that is close to the path I'm going. That's why I said a job is not what starts a career. It's the career itself. That's why they talk about career path. Career path talks about where will lead me to my destination. Typically the way you have roads and routes to lead you where you're going to. So the path says, oh, so my own path for my career dream is what? Education and youth development. What's your own career path? It's not the course of study. My wife transited from petroleum engineering to early childhood. It's not the course of study. It's the path. What sector is that path? So you get on that path. Even though you are not done from school, but you're already on the path. You want to start the journey. You can start the journey. Engagement is not what starts the journey. Employment is not what starts your career path. It's the fact that you know that path in the first place and you start that journey on that path. And then you get maybe you were just a cleaner in one factory. Soon, you go to a place where there is a sector of your career path. Although it's still a low engagement, it's still an entry engagement, but it is close to my dream. It is a part. They do what I do in my dream. Get on that path. Get on that path. Bengalala, they gave a statistics. He said, at 30, you are supposed to be at the center of your career dream. At 30, Jesus was at the center. At 30, Joseph was at the center. At 30, on or before 30, should be in the center of your career dream. So all these tests and trial, fail now, fail 20, fail 18, fail 25. But make sure you are entering your career dream on or before that time. Wow, it's amazing. Is there more I have? Well, let me just close with this. I think I have a minute, two more. As we grow through life, we're a product of the places, people, and platforms we leverage on. Because, even when you are on a thriving career, things will just work automatically, right? Blessed be the soul of Professor Aizio Bayon. One day I just met her, and I just shared my career dream with her. When you meet people, don't tell them about what you're doing. Tell them about the dream. Tell them about what? The dream. Tell them about the dream. We showed a clip earlier on. Our dream is that we want to have youth development centers, children youth development centers across the world. That's a dream. I used to tell people, a dream is not a business plan. You don't hide a dream. If you like, copy the dream. It's your headache, right? A dream is not business plan. Share it with everybody. Put it on your bio. Let them see the dream. That is the dream. Let them laugh at the reality. That's the dream. Share the dream. And then I shared my dream with her. A few days after, she just called me to do something for her. And, one day before she went to build the law, I think that was last year, I just shared with some students of Covenant University towards the total graduate program. I think I had 2 sessions. And, 2 a.m. I just got a call again. Oh, apparently I was still in the living room then. When you sleep in the living room, you don't sleep very well. Do you agree? If you sleep on the bed, it's 6 a.m., 7 a.m. So I was in the living room. So I got this call, and luckily I was able to pick it. I was still awake. I woke up. And she said, oh, well, we enjoyed the sessions. But the students said they want more. Can you take one more session today? I said, okay. Okay, she said, oh, but I need to send it to the chancellor to approve. So what we like to talk about, send it to me, synopsis. So I woke up. From 2 a.m. my day started. So I figured out what I was going to talk about, and I sent it to her, and then immediately I started my day. I didn't wait because, of course, it was an impromptu session. The bottom line of everything is that my career journey has increased in mileage because of leveraging on people. You come to a place, you can leverage on a place. During my national youth service, I said, oh, this is my dream. But now that I'm serving in this local government, now that I'm serving in this state, what can I leverage? Can I leverage on this place? I met some people to give me guidance. What can I do? Why not start a microcosm of your dream here? Oh, great. I started, wrote to the local government inspector, and started the process. Started in microcosm of the dream in a 57 square meter space. Leverage on place. It won't leave you the same way. The last one is leverage on platforms. This is an example of a platform. You can never remain the same when you are in the right platform. Right platform. Do you see a poor man move around with poor people? No. They talk about in dollars. Most people are talking about in dollars, not naira. Right? I want to show you this. I'm already out of time already. I did a research on why people go to school. Just to help you understand that for those who are still in some form of formal school, even if you're not in a formal school, this is the gold of today. The best thing you get from school is not the certificate. It's I should already emphasize that. Look at my result. These were people who were already out of school, not inside school. They said what they got from school was social capital, social development, not even talent, not personal, not academic, not literacy, not livelihood, not skill. Social capital. Don't sit where you are. Meet other people. Network with people. Share the dream with them. I shared my dream one time with a girl. She said, are you saying you're going to be a pastor? I said, no. I don't want to tell you one part of that story, so don't worry. It was still part of my scouting times. But when she said that, I know she was not fit for my dream. Build social capital. Male, female, build social capital. Build social capital. Build social capital. And when you do that, your mileage can start counting. You don't need to be engaged before you're on the gauge of your career path. You don't. Whether you're a student, But so that's why I always say, don't say I'm a student. You know, I see some student, maybe I see a LinkedIn profile and I see someone that was a student and he posts on his headline, student. That's not should be on your headline. I know you are studying in school, but tell us about the dream of why you are studying in school, not students. Who cares if you are a student? Students are doing great things. Tell us about the dream of why you are in school. Your gauge can start dancing, right? Your gauge can start dancing. Stop planning, start small. It's already been hammered today. Perfection kills your ability to start. It kills it. You want to write the book, you want to write the poem, you want to do the website, do it. No matter how ugly it is, start. Perfect. If you are waiting for the perfect time, it will never happen. Never happen. Right? So although talent is good, although you are in a thriving career, always try to see how you can own your skill. Your talent will become skill when you begin to own it the more. You are better at it. You don't leave it at the raw state. If gold were to be in its raw state, you would never identify gold. But gold is in this beautiful form we all appreciate because it has been refined. So it's not just about school alone. On your phone, some people are perhaps on Instagram now, some are on Facebook. Good, it's a choice. But you can make use of those platforms for your education. When I see a person I follow on my timeline, I can't learn from the person, I'll friend the person. You know, your timeline is a made-up of those who you follow. I look for those I follow, whereby on their timeline, I have to pause, put in a tab, read it. Wow, that's education. Follow those kind of people. You learn that way. You don't need to be in a structured form. You be person you chat with on WhatsApp. You guys just gist. That's the only thing you do. When I learn something, I share it to some of my couples friends. I say, please, I found this to be of value to you. I sent that this week to 5 people. They all replied, wow, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. That's education. Follow those kind of people. Not just partners. You know, Bishop Odeko will always say you have one life. Right? Let me end with this, you know, the face app story. I did it so that I can show you this, right? Your youth is ticking. Please preach that to your neighbor. Your youth is ticking. I'll tell you why. It's not just about whether I'm going to be this old when I'm maybe many years to come. That's not the issue. Look, let me tell you the story. The issue is, this is the reason. If you don't start pursuing your dream now, what will happen? Read it yourself. Next year, please wait. Personalize it if you are sure of this conviction. Start from the beginning, everybody. If I don't start pursuing my dream now, next year I will only be a year older and not a step closer to it. So it's your choice. That's why your youth is ticking. You won't be 35 forever. You won't be 40 forever. You won't be 18 forever. Your youth is ticking. It's ticking. It's ticking. Right? There's this blueprint I want to share with you. It's on my website. You can get it. I call it Life Harmony Blueprint, helping you to build a life of harmony. You know, one of the things that I've also enjoyed is that I didn't just find my career dream, but I've found, because of that destination, I've used it to build other areas of my life, maritally, financially, academically. That's what we call harmony. Your life is in sync. Life harmony. I shared a bit of that in a 16-page, powerful PDF. The point where I shared 6 power questions, that will help you know even if you're in harmony or not. Just get it there. Get into your inbox directly, right? So thank you so much for listening.